Crystal Monday, and the first question is about overcoming an opposition, where being in the gym and someone, you feel like somebody's watching you or scrutinizing you, or just demotivates you. Somebody's energy that they demotivate you, and I don't know what kind of feelings you get as far as like what you feel like you're being scrutinized about, or you said you feel like you're being watched, and you asked so how to overcome this. When I get into the gym, I don't really pay attention to anybody else when I'm doing my workout. I just kind of get into what I'm doing and stay focused on me and my breathing, and I try not to let anything else bother me. I don't listen to music, personal music, with headphones. So whatever music is on in the gym, that's what's on, and most of the time I don't even hear that or pay attention to it, because I just get into my workout and my breathing, and I don't really pay attention to anybody that's in there. So I don't know how to explain it other than just getting inside myself and my workout, and I just stay focused on that. I usually get pretty tunnel vision. Just don't ever let anybody bother you, or don't let them feel. Go in there and be proud of what you're doing, and don't care about what anybody thinks of you in the gym. You're in there for you, and just be in there for you, and get into yourself and your workout, and don't worry about what anybody else thinks. It's like you're giving them your power when you say that they're demotivating you. So don't give your power away. Keep your power. Get inside yourself, and you'll be empowered then, and you'll be in touch with yourself. So you keep your power. Don't let anybody else have your power by letting somebody else demotivate you. And your next question was about seated leg curl, and that they got rid of that, and that somebody was telling you that you're too much into a routine. Well, I think routines can be good and can be bad. It's good to have a routine that can be flexible. So you don't want to be stuck maybe always doing the same thing, because sometimes you get stuck into doing the same order, the same weight, the same reps every time that you go in there, the same sets every single time that you go into the gym. I think your body can get used to something like that if you have if you're too set into your routine and you've done that for a long time. I like to change my workouts every time I go in, pretty much. I mean, I have my main exercises that I might do for certain body parts. Some body parts I'm more creative with, and switch it up a little bit more. Say chest, for example. One of my main things is incline dumbbell press. I always do those. Sometimes it's first, sometimes it's second. That's more of a mass exercise, so I always have that one in there to build up my upper chest. And I usually incline the bench even a little bit higher than it'll go. I'll put it on a higher incline, but I'm almost always do those for my chest. and I usually go heavy on those unless it's a day where I'm not feeling strong, and then I'll go a little bit lighter, more moderate weight. But that's usually an exercise that I like to try to push heavy weight with. So that's almost always in there. I would say 99% of the time that's in my chest workout. And then I do benches to the neck, suicide benches, regular benches. I switch those up. Sometimes I don't do the suicide bench and I do bench press. Sometimes I do opposite. But I have like my main things, and then I have cable crossovers, and I have flies and cable flies. So I have my main things that I do, but I pick and choose, because I only pick usually, I don't know, 3 or so exercises for chest. So I like to make it different in some way, and I've talked about this in some of my other videos. I kind of go by how I feel for that day. And it depends on what my goals are too. But I think it's good to have some flexibility in what you do. You know, if you're always doing the seated leg curl for your hamstrings, you know, maybe it's time to try something else. You know, stiff-legged deadlifts are really good for your hamstrings and for your butt. That's a really good exercise. So I don't know. I think it's good to have like your main exercises that you like to do, but I think it's good to kind of change them up too. You know, so, you know, if you don't get seated leg curls in, you know, you do some stiff-legged deadlifts. Those will build your hamstrings and your butt really good. I think probably more so than the leg curl. I mean, they're both different, but, you know, if you don't have the seated leg curl, then, you know, maybe get into the stiff-legged deadlifts a little bit. And the lying leg curl, which I think you said that yours is kind of flat and it makes the blood rush to your head. So I don't know. I just think it's good to kind of mix it up a little bit. You don't want to get too stuck in your routine. Your body gets used to that. When your body gets used to something, it catches on to it. I think you stop getting results. You kind of hit more of a plateau. So if you switch it up more often, your body can't really catch on to what you're doing, and I think it kind of keeps your results coming. At least that's the way I see it. Because if I don't know what I'm going to do when I go and walk into the gym, my muscles aren't going to know what we're going to do. So it's kind of a shock to me and my muscles, because I usually decide once I get into the gym for that day what I'm going to do. I just kind of look around, and it's like usually whatever pops in my mind. It's like I just follow my intuition. But like I said, I have my main guidelines, so that's my routine. That would be like your structure, but then you let your structure be flexible, and that's, for me, that's my intuition. So whatever pops in my mind, it's like, ooh, yeah, that sounds good for today. I think I'm gonna do that. And again, I go off of, you know, the way that I'm feeling, and I just trust what comes to me too, and then I go do it. And I usually have a really good workout, so it's always new and different in a kind of structured sort of way. I crack myself up sometimes. I hope you guys think I'm funny too. Guess it wouldn't be too good if I'm the only one that thinks that I'm funny. Anyway, I hope that helped.